Wild Talents by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 21e. There used to be a newspaper story of the traveling needle. People perhaps sat on needles, though they thought it more dignified to report that needles had entered their bodies by way of their elbows. Then, 5, 10, 20 years later, the needles came out by way of distant parts. We seldom hear of the traveling needle nowadays. So I think that most, not all, of these old stories were newspaper yarns. I was interested in these stories, as told back in the 1880s and 90s, but never came upon one that seemed to me to be authentic, or to offer material much to speculate upon. I took suggestion from the method of black magic, of piercing, with a needle, the heart, or some other part, of an image of a proposed victim, and, according to beliefs, succeeded in affecting a corresponding part of a human being. An inquest in the Shoreditch, London, Coroner's Court, November 14, 1919. A child, Rosina Newton, aged 13 months, had died. A needle was found in her heart. There was no skin wound to show where it had entered the body. It was the short life of this child that attracted my attention. The parents had no remembrance of any injury to her, such as that of the needle entering her body. It seems unlikely that anybody so intensely hated this infant as to concentrate upon a desire for her death. But I have gotten stories that may indicate the doing of harm to children, as vengeance upon parents. And in the annals of black magic, often appears the sorcerer, who obtains something of the belongings, or of the body, of the victim, to secure a contact, or a sense of contact. Parings of fingernails are recommended, but the procuring of the lock of the victim's hair is supposed to be most effective. There may be psychic hounds, who, from a belonging, pick up a scent, and then maintain and operate along a path, or a current, between themselves and their victims. In such terms of harm, or of possession, may be understandable the hair clippers of our records.